Ready? 52's the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Ready?
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 19 carries, 81 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Mike 27, Mike 27. Get the ball. Hey, check Mike 27.
On second down and 4, Newton. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And the offensive starters for the Panthers.
And what a workhorse is Christian McCaffrey, the running back for the Carolina Panthers, who led his team in rushing and receiving yardage in 2018 and was also the team's leading scorer. How about this? Set an NFL record for catches for a running back with 107. So for an encore, he just wants to get his team back to the playoffs in 2019.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Got him.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So now here are the Falcons under 5th-year head coach Dan Quinn. They'll be led out by Matt Ryan, NFL MVP back in 2016, and now in his 12th year in the league.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And here are the Falcon offensive starters.
On a team that has so many weapons at the wide receiver position, it's almost surprising how many opportunities Austin Hooper is starting to get at tight end. But look at his 3 years in the league. 19 catches as a rookie, to 49, to 71 last year, which garnered him his first Pro Bowl appearance. And one of the reasons he has so much attention from Matt Ryan, he spends a lot of time with his quarterback in the summer getting ready for the season.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. This is Quadri Allison, the rookie from Pitt. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Ready, blue ready. Right 25. Check, block 54, block 54. It's outfield. It's outfield. Ready,
play action. It's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Connects with Sanu right side. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Does the big boy have the juice? And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
Onto the field, here come the Panthers. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Brown. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped at his tracks at about the 3. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Ito Smith. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Gun. 20.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Completes it to Samuel. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Hey, come on now. 6 guys. Check 6, 8.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Ian Thomas got pressed into action early his rookie season as all-pro tight end Greg Olsen went down with an injury. Ended up with 36 catches, and they definitely see him as the future once Olsen decides to hang it up and maybe become a broadcaster.
Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Ready? 780. Get that quarterback at all costs. 20. Press down. Great. Switch.
And Newton's going to keep it. So he gets absolutely nothing out of that sneak, and now it's fourth down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now he's going to bring up fourth down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Ryan to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On the carry, here's Smith. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. The numbers for Smith last time out: 13 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
The left side completion to Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
To throw again on second down. Ryan. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got it first and goal at the 7. To throw again is Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Well, right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Newton on first down. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
The former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett, the rookie with a carry. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm on. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Gun. Hey, fast! Get him, you got him. Hey! Mike 52. Go. Watch the run.
Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch the twin.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
In Christian McCaffrey's rookie year, he would not have gotten that carry. It likely would have gone to either Cam or Jonathan Stewart when he was with the Panthers. But now he's the man in the backfield, gets the big carry, picks up the first down.
Ready? 52's the mic. Man out.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and goal, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
And Smith was a little bit of a surprise in 2018. Got unexpected playing time due to the absence of Devontae Freeman. Took full advantage of it. Had 27 catches out of the backfield last season. There's another one this year.
Here's Ryan. Smith catches left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Ryan will throw again. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Ryan. And a grab over the middle by Stocker. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is Smith. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan, throw left side, complete. That's Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Ready, ready. I know you ain't got it. Ready to go.
Ryan now off the bootleg. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And Gano's kick is right through. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start at Raymond James Stadium, an NFC South matchup between New Orleans and Tampa Bay. And it's the Saints who are out in front. The Saints trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, it's a short trip in the Sunshine State down to Miami as the Dolphins are at home as well. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. The Bills seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Kenny Galladay, a touchdown reception. In our game, it was the former MVP, Matt Ryan, with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Ryan. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Smith. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Newton now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
20. Hey.
McCaffrey on the counter, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready. Cut.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Ready. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Great. He's checking. Crash.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey! Check press! Check Mike 27. Watch the screen. Mike 27.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
And that touchdown ends a streak from